Good afternoon, Ghanaian students across Ghana. Welcome to the NUGS Volta edition. This afternoon, we are coming to you live from the premises of St. Francis College of Education, where we are having the NUGS Volta Sector edition under the auspices of the NUGS President, Honorable Labi Dennis, also known as the Nyajidie. The speakers will be speaking to us on career, finance, and also on leadership. Today is promised to be amazing as we bring you vested speakers from across sectors to impact on the student body in the Volta region. Get in touch with DS Online TV as we bring you all the interactive right here from St. Francis College of Education as we bring you the Volta edition of the NUGS Talk. I am Dalton.
The money box. The other part is that maybe somebody will just come and see the money box and just, that's it, the money is gone. If you put it in a savings account, you still make some interest on it, of course, depending on the terms and conditions of the savings account. But normally, with savings, if you are just putting the money and you are not withdrawing, you definitely get some interest on it. But for investment, if you invest the money, investment simply means you have some money now, you are putting it into an instrument. Let me focus on investing in financial instruments. So you are buying a financial instrument or an investment today with that money so that that money can earn you some interest or returns. So normally, investment returns way higher than savings account. So that is why I'm saying, instead of saving the money, you should what? Invest. So don't just save, invest. Now, at Data Bank, we have varieties of it. So I'm just going to share 2 investment packages with you. So for all the students, everybody here who has a financial goal you want to achieve, Data Bank will help you. Will create an investment account for you. Purposely for that, so that you'll be putting the money in and the money will be yielding returns for you so that you can achieve your financial goal. So the first investment I would like to talk about is the M Fund. M Fund started in April 2004. Now, M Fund is one of the mutual funds we have. Now, in investment, when we say mutual fund, basically what it means is that, let's say all of us here, our money is together, we put it together in a pool, and then we invest the money. And then the returns or the outcome of that investment, then we share it. That's mutual fund. But the beauty about mutual fund too is that it's very flexible. So you can invest as and when you have money. It's not like there's a specific time period where you are required to do the investment. You invest as and when you have the money. And the amount of money you can invest, it varies. It depends on you. But if you have a financial goal and a plan, assuming that your goal is to have 10,000 in 4 years' time, or maybe 5,000 in 4 years, let me use 5,000. You can be investing like 70 cedis every month. That's about 2 cedis every day. So you can invest that 70 cedis every month for the next 4 years. And when you are done, you've done 1,000. Your normal investment, the money you are putting aside, will just be about 3,600 thereabouts. And then the interest will add up to you to take you to the 5,000 that I'm talking about. If it's 10,000, you can invest like 140 cedis every month. So the M Fund, for anybody who joins the M Fund and puts your money in it, we use the money to buy government bonds, treasury bills, papers, and corporate bonds. These are a varieties of instruments we buy with the money. And when we buy the money, you get interest on the money. Okay, so there are charges, of course, when you invest any amount of money you invest in M-Fund, Data Bank takes just a charge of 1%. So if you invest 100 cedis, we take 1 cedis. If you invest 200, we take 2 cedis. And it's a one-time charge. So if you put the money and we charge you once, that money will be there and you'll be earning interest on it and it will grow for you so that when you need the money, then you can access it. You are required to have the investment for at least minimum 3 months. But if your goal is that you want to do this and you want to have 10,000 in 4 years or 5,000 in 4 years, you have to commit yourself and not that when you put the money, then you just take it out. You put the money, you just take it out. You will not achieve the goal you set for yourself. And the last but not the least is educational investment fund. We have educational investment fund. Since all of you are students here, I will encourage you to invest towards your education. It can be 10 cedis, 20 cedis. These are some of the investments. These are some of the investment we have at Data Bank. So we have a table outside. All you need is your Ghana card. Or if you don't have the Ghana card here, but you have any other ID, voters ID and so on too, you can just come to us. At the office, you require minimum 50 cedis. But you for students, we are doing it for you today, minimum 10 cedis. It's not a charge for the account. Okay? So I'll end here and once again say thank you to all the dignitaries here and NUGS for inviting us. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. This is the Ghana National Union of Ghana Students, the National Union of Ghana Student Talk at HOHOE, St. Francis College of Education. We have some dignitaries in our presence and we'd like to acknowledge their presence. Now we have Mr. Alan Dogan, who happens to be the technical advisor to the minister. Let's give it up to him. Then we have Mr. Emmanuel Simpine Mensah, the head of corporate and special risk SIC, also in our midst. Let's give it up to him. We have Mr. Seiji Saji, who happens to be the Deputy Director General of NADMO. Let's give it up to him. We have in our midst Mr. Isaka Sadiq, who happens to be the HOHOE Zongo Chief Imam. Then we have Honorable Sylvester Tete, who happens to be Botiano English Amanfro. Now, as time goes on, we will continue with the acknowledgements. I know what I'm talking about. Now, without wasting much time, I will call on the President of the National Union of Ghana Students, His Excellency Dennis Apia Labi Ampofu, up here.
Thank you very much. It's been a couple of stressful few days for all of us at the National Union of Ghana Students. When we established the vision of putting together astute personalities of our society to meet young people like yourself and myself on their journey so far. One of the very key points for all of us was having a certain personality beyond all the people that we wanted, and as integral as we wanted him. We've had to adjust a lot of things to suit his calendar and time. And to this point, we've even had to adjust the entire program schedule to suit his calendar. This is not because of anything, but the structure of the world, as I've come to meet it, is such that there are some persons that naturally you want to learn from, and at every given opportunity, you want to take that opportunity to learn from them. I originally wouldn't have the level and honor of introducing him, but by the virtue of the student's mandate, I would want to scrap the feet of the big man. He's former MC for HOHOE municipality, appointed by His Excellency John Ajekum Kofu. And when
His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo took office, one of the very key parts of His Excellency's vision was to stamp out illegal mining from our society. You wonder why he chose this man, if not for the endurance or the tenacity the man has in the face of big issues. He chose him as Minister for Lands and Natural Resources to steer the affairs of the Galamsey fight. Beyond that, after that appointment came another hectic one. I question why he's always taken to critical and sensitive areas. Maybe it speaks to the kind of person he is. He was quickly sent to the Ministry of Energy at a point when it was quite a controversial moment for our country. When Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo won his second term, he sent him to yet another tough and very resilient area again, and that is the Ministry of Rural Development. In the run-up to the 2020 election, when he declared his intention to lead the HOHOE constituency as the Member of Parliament, for most young people, it felt like an illusion and a myth. It felt like something that is unheard of and undone. But on the 7th and 8th December, when I was in my constituency, my village in Farman, collating electoral resource, we all had to stop collating our own resource to collate his resource. We call it the shock of the town. We always double check his resource. I still cannot fathom and I still cannot believe how he made those results. Then it became intriguing for us to understand the man behind the name. To understand this, nobody can tell the story than he can tell it himself. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dennis. I am not fit, but let me use the opportunity as President of the National Union of Ghana Students to help me welcome Honorable John Peter AMEWU. He flew in a helicopter just to come and meet the students of St. Francis. They call him JP.
Hello.